Hi everybody. So here I am driving through New York. I just went through Canada. I was in Canada for a couple hours, and basically I was going from Michigan to Connecticut, and I was just visiting some friends in Michigan. People are messaging me like, "Oh, are you gonna buy land in Michigan?" No, it's too cold there. It's really nice there. It's just too cold. But anyways, so my GPS took me through Canada because that's quicker than going around the bottom of Lake whatever it is, and so Lake Erie, I guess. So anyways, my first time being in Canada, so I had to go through, of course, border customs and border patrol, whatever it's called, at the Canadian border. And I've heard people have like some people have had really bad experiences there, like really crazy stuff, and they've complained, like tearing their car apart, throwing everything around and stuff like that. That didn't happen to me. I had a really great experience. Actually, they did search my car. Which I guess is pretty normal. Like if you go across the Canadian border, there's always a chance that they're going to search your car. So they did, and they were fairly quick about it. It was maybe 5 or 10 minutes. They were going through everything, and I mean everything. So it's fine if you're not like doing anything illegal, which you shouldn't be anyways. So anyways, but the funny thing about it, right? So here's the funny thing. There was a guy and a lady that were the border patrol people doing the search. And he kept asking me about a firearm over and over again. Like he wanted me so bad to have a firearm in the vehicle. And I was a bit confused. Like, why does he keep asking me if I have a firearm in the vehicle? It's like, I think there's this kind of a Canadian penis envy, that Americans have so many guns and Canadians don't. They have very few, and there's a lot more restrictions now, apparently. And so, because they're very cucked, their government is no longer scared of them, so their government can kind of walk all over them as much as they want. Whereas the American government tips, well, how do you say this? They walk on their toes a little bit more around Americans. They do a lot of crappy stuff, sure, but it's nowhere near as bad as in Canada. So anyways, just like with Europe, So he has this like subconscious penis envy. So of course, the only way he can kind of feel fulfilled that day is to catch an American with a gun in their car. So, do you have a firearm in the car, sir? No. And he asked me multiple times after, and then finally at the end of the search, he's like, all right, sir, well, you have a first aid kit, you have some first aid supplies, you have some like medicine type things, you have some gold and silver coins, for whatever, and like a last ditch currency thing. He like decided that for me, why I had them, and whatever, he listed some other thing. Oh yeah, I had like an ammo box that was a brand new one with a sticker on it that I got at Walmart. It was just full of like toothbrush and toothpaste and stuff like that. So again, the ammo box and it's like, everything you have points to a firearm. So I just want to ask you again, are you sure you don't have a firearm in the vehicle? He's like, you have all this stuff to take care of yourself. What do you have for self-protection, for self-defense? I was like, I have a pocket knife, you saw it, And yeah, so finally, yeah, they let me go. And like I said, I'm not complaining. It was a positive experience. I had no issue with ever. Just the funniest part about it was this guy was displaying his extreme Canadian penis envy for Americans, that he feels like such a cuckold that his government takes all his rights away from him, that he's just like squirming to find a firearm in an American's car. It's freaking awesome. America, that's all I got to say. Hopefully I'll be back in Connecticut tonight by like 11. So back to the Ozarks. Beginning of October. Stay tuned.